or had attacked Israel in any way whatsoever. There's none of these people were involved in October 7th. That was a Hamas operation from Gaza. That wasn't a Lebanon operation. So how can you say that this pager attack is a precision attack only targeting terrorists and thus it was surgical and brilliant and genius? It's all a lie. It's all a lie. It's just weapons of mass destruction, killing people indiscriminately, explosives in public places. They had no idea where these people were going to walk around. Were some of these people driving vehicles or flying airplanes or driving buses or operating machinery or tractors or who knows? And or just driving a car in traffic and then explosion happens and then they run over innocent people on the sidewalk. Israel doesn't know and Israel doesn't care because they have no morals, they have no ethics, they have no boundaries. It's just indiscriminate mass murder again. That's what they're known for, and that's why they've lost the reputation they once had among so many people who had been lifelong Israel supporters are now saying, no, I can't stomach this. I cannot condone this. So more and more people are coming to that same conclusion. Anyway, my bottom line on this whole issue is, number one, I'm very disappointed in humanity, obviously. And so is God, by the way. And if you want to hear him talk about that, just read the Old Testament. But humanity has sunk to just incredible lows of immorality and wickedness and irrationality. We're on the verge of World War III right now. There's nobody calling for peace that in any position of power. Jill Stein is, of course, but she's also completely off the walls crazy when it comes to the climate cult. And, Trump has his head on straight about the climate, but I don't know that Trump is going to really pursue an anti-war stance with Israel. I think he will with Ukraine and Russia. I don't know about Israel. I think Trump and his supporters are just going to give Israel anything they want. But we're on the verge of major escalations. We're living in a time of extreme censorship. We've got Hillary Clinton calling for the mass arrests of people who post things that the government doesn't like. Got the governor of California criminalizing memes that are used in political ads. I mean, just blatantly unconstitutional. We've got record food inflation. You got Haitian migrants being trafficked and exploited and brought into towns like Springfield, Ohio, that we talked about yesterday. You've got these extremely violent Venezuelan gangs, Tren de Aragua being one of them, that's taken over buildings. The state of Texas just declared war against that gang a couple days ago. So Texas is going to become an anti-gang war zone, which is necessary, by the way. I mean, at some point, you got to stop them, but have no illusions. It's going to be a battlefield. I mean, this goes on and on. Massive money printing, irrationality. You got radical leftists pushing for gun control and, of course, election rigging, and they're all calling for Trump to die. And, and all the Israel supporters are calling for Lebanese to die. It's just everybody's lost their minds. You got the church leaders in America, the Zionists or the Christian Zionists calling for mass slaughter of Palestinians. They want to accelerate the return of Christ, and they think they have to, destroy the temple and sacrifice red heifers. And it's just completely insane. And I'm standing back and watching all this and thinking, my God, is this a time to just hunker down and hope the insanity passes, or get prepared, or what should we do? What's the best response to all of this? And when I think about it, I realize I think the best response is to pray to God, practice what God teaches, practice what Christ taught, do our best to walk in his footsteps, exercise compassion, humanity, humility, generosity wherever we can. I'm not saying to be a pushover that gets steamrolled by everybody, but I mean, we have to have boundaries. But can we not just try to end the world with escalation into war? You know, that's could could we stop just mass killing people all the time or having our allies do it? Could we stop the bloodshed in Ukraine? I'm pretty sure we could if there was a willingness among NATO countries to sit down and just negotiate with Russia. The bloodshed could stop.